Morning all. It's about just gone 10 o'clock on Monday the, I had this, hang on, Monday the 18th of May 2026. And I'm here on the beach at Cleethorpes, at the very south end, Fitties Beach apparently. That's that Cinque Port thing we saw yesterday. Sorry, don't mind me, I just cycled for an hour and a half. So my cheeky parking spot was just the other side of that hedge there. There's an actual proper car park over there. That one said it closes at 6, but when I drove past at about sort of 7:45, it was still, the barrier was still up. There were still cars in it, so I don't know, maybe sometimes a sign is all you need, not an actual barrier. Anyway, I've locked the bike up in that one, but even if they do close the barrier, I can just lift the bike over it, you know, it's not a problem. Anyway, so yes, today is Cleethorpes, which you can sort of see in the distance. Then beyond that is Grimsby, and then beyond that is Immingham, a very large container port and industrial complex. And that's my day really. It only sounds like three quite close together small towns, but still a day's hiking. It's 16 miles today, some of which is going to be quite nice. Look at that, it's like a seafront promenade that goes on for miles and miles and miles up to Grimsby probably, so that'll be the ECP along there probably. I haven't seen an acorn yet, but I think they're around here somewhere. I think it comes through there actually. I think I cut a bit off when I went through that little residential area to find the car in a bit of a hurry yesterday, so I'll have to do penance somewhere else. Oh, red flag flying. Not much wind today though. I guess you're just not meant to swim on this bit at all. So yeah, it's about 16 miles, it's about 6 hours of walking probably, and it's 10 o'clock and I'm already good to go, so that's pretty good. I think it's largely because as I get further north, my B&B, my lodgings, is centrally located, so the further north I go, the less faff I have to do in the mornings to get set up, so it really does. I mean, I've already saved myself an hour. I think it's about, might have been 11:30 before I set off yesterday, and yesterday was quite long as well. It's about 19 miles all in all, whereas today's only 16, so those 3 miles, it's about an hour's worth, saves that. So I'm looking for a 4 o'clock finish today actually. We'll see. Weather-wise, I don't know, I've had a nice dry morning, which is good. I'll take that as bonus providence, because basically from about midday onwards it's going to be intermittent and occasionally heavy raining all for the rest of the day, and probably all of tomorrow as well. So tomorrow's going to be the real hard day for morale challenge, but today, I don't know, I imagine I'll get to Grimsby and it'll all just turn utterly bleak, and then I'll be doing a lot of well, the latter part of the day is going to be a lot of trudging along spiky aluminium fences along dual carriageways with lorries thundering up and down. So it's going to be a day of contrasts, civilization in all its capacities. Not much wilderness today, not much flood banks or anything. I've cycled more or less the route I'm probably going to be walking, and it's it's just big out of town industrial parks and giant machineries, smelteries and oil refineries, and lots of lorries once I get past Grimsby. I think the ECP itself actually just gives up at Grimsby town centre, and I'm required to find my own way to where I believe the ECP picks up again, which is where I've dumped the car, which is on a link road on a massive industrial estate next to a roll-on, roll-off ferry container port. So hopefully, I mean, the car's probably going to be safe from break-ins and stuff, but I just hope some lazy out-of-control lorry doesn't just take it out entirely. I think it's off the road enough for that. But I have to get there first, and some of the very last parts of that day, it look like I'm going to be trudging along dual carriageways with no pavement, so that could be interesting. I will have to think on my feet and adapt for the latter half of the day in terms of route. Since it's not actually the ECP, I can do what I like really, as long as I get there on foot, you know. I mean, I could, if it really gets bad, I can taxi or something, but yeah. But I'm going to enjoy the morning because the weather's okay at the moment. Get as far north as I can before it really opens up. See if I can enjoy Cleethorpes and Grimsby a bit. And do a little bit of seafront promenading. This is about, I don't know what Hull's like, but certainly this is probably the only pier we're going to see. So we'll get there when we get there. Good. Might be able to see Hull on the other side actually. You can sort of make out some of the buildings. Anyway, lots to see as we go. So yeah, I'm all squared away, ready to move. Let's do it. Maybe an ice cream this morning somewhere. A bit of pleasant promenading. It's like duck's feet every so often along here, I don't quite get it. Cleethorpes duck, I guess, I don't know. Little narrow gauge railway there, seen better days. Not running at the moment. Or ever, perhaps. Certainly we'll be using it over here, no doubt. Posts have fallen on the rails. Shocking the state of decline of the rail infrastructure in this country. Plodding on was an interesting thing up ahead. Hopefully there's not going to be a load of people around when we get there. Speak again soon. There we go. North Pole 2,517 miles. South Pole 919 miles. 9,919 miles. There you go. But more specifically, London 143 miles, and here we are. There's that Greenwich Meridian again. Keep zigzagging across it. I don't know whether I'll be shot of this for good, because obviously going straight north from here, quite a lot of the north side of the Humber goes off into the eastern hemisphere as well, Spurnhead being part of it. I think at some point up on the coast, half on the way to Filey and your Flamborough, I'll probably pass it for good. There we go. I've been zigzagging in and out of this for the last couple of days probably on the trail. So there we go. Eastern hemisphere, western hemisphere. Good stuff. Apparently the world revolves around Cleethorpes. Here we are. Yes, sooner or later I'll be up and away. Good stuff. To the west. Boating lake over there. These rails look shiny on the top, so I suspect this part's still used. Little model narrow gauge railway thing. I mean, it's like 10:30 on a Monday morning, so it's probably not much going on there today at the moment. Feels like it's still in use at times though. It's good. Yeah, I guess Cleethorpes is something of a seaside town. Not much beach here, but I think there was definitely more beach further up as I was cycling back. Okay, I cycled along here on the way hither. Seemed to be the expedient route that Google gave me. I do like a seafront cycle as well as a promenade actually. It's nice. Yeah, I guess a bit more promenade, grand hotels and things a bit further up. Well, grandish. It's not as impressive as Brighton or even Great Yarmouth, but well, we'll see as we carry on. That minaret thing, I saw that as I came through on the bike. It's actually a campanile, I think, and I'm not entirely sure of the distinction. But yeah, sort of famous Grimsby sort of harbour marker. It was Grimsby port. So yeah, we'll be passing quite close to that, I expect, as we progress. I'm worried that we haven't seen any acorns so far today. I mean, this is clearly the coast path, but I mean, my OpenStreetMap viewer has the ECP marked on it, and it does go along here, so I think I'm all right. But yeah, an acorn or two would be useful. But yeah, it goes basically up to that campanile thing and the centre of the harbour at Grimsby, and then it just stops. It doesn't really start again until the far side of Immingham, so we've got half a path today. The other half's going to be a bit determined grim trudging along port chain link fences. So I look forward to it, in the rain probably. So yeah, a day of contrasts, I suspect. Still, got to do the miles, the bad ones and the good ones. It's all part of the rich tapestry that is the England coast path. There we go. More of a conventional seaside town look. Guest houses and things, flats along the front. Going up there next. Oh, they're not on there. I don't know how much of that's imported. Well, it's a muddy tidal estuary fundamentally, the Humber. It's a bit like the Severn. So I don't know. Maybe that's real sand. Good pier there. I have to start considering my judgments, giving it a score. Pier review. Yeah. Let's do a bit of ambling on a promenade. Wow, what have we got here then? Classic design. Solid construction. Appears to be in some repair, although there's a whole load of hazard mooring bollard things out on the pier approach. That could cost it some marks if it's not actually open, it's being refurbed. Goes out to the high tide mark, but not the low tide, fair enough. That's you're a victim of your runoff, really. Not every pier can go all the way out to low tide, still be in the water. Oh. Like in the emblazoning on the end, is it an active theatre? Actually, it did just say fish and chips on it, so maybe it's significantly downgraded from its original purpose. Oh, I see someone walking on it now. Whether that's a contractor or actually a punter, I would attempt to get on there myself as well. Let's have a little look at the frontage before I start drawing up points. Yeah, a bit cluttered. So, I don't know, it looks like the whole pier has been taken over by the Papa's Fish and Chip Shop brand. There's a lot of works going on along here. Is that restoration? It looks like it's blocking off access to the far end, but then it's just a fish and chip shop. There may not be access on the far end. Well, the building. Yeah.
It's not open yet, babe. We've got half more hour.
National Pier Society, I didn't know that was a thing. 2016 winner. Okay, well it's obviously had its day. But, I mean, it's going to lose marks because fundamentally it's a fish and chip shop on stilts. Doesn't appear to be any access to the end, and it's, as that crying child shows, it's closed. So there's no real way to... Oh, there's people in there. I think maybe they told the child it was closed because they don't want to go for fish and chips. But yeah, this is closed, so I don't know, I suppose I could buy some fish and chips if I wanted to get to the end, but it does seem... Yeah, there you go. Green plaque. Ah. Wow. No. Jerry's going to land on the end of that and take us right over. Let's take the end off. And to keep going. Yeah, that's a shame. That's a shame. I imagine that was quite a thing in 2016 or even earlier. It looks like a gate that's closed in normal operation as well. It looks all private back there anyway, even without the scaffolding. So yeah, I don't know. I mean, it is a pier, but only insofar as it can dispense fish and chips. It's a shame. I think probably before it got took over, bought out or saved by Papa's Fish and Chip Shop, it was probably something special. I'm going to give it a... So there we go, peer review then. I'm going to give it a generous 7, I think. I mean, there's a lot. It's not serving its purpose fundamentally. But it has been saved, has been maintained. You get an idea of what it was once like. But fundamentally, yeah, it's a fish and chip shop on stilts. I don't think they have any other piers. There's nothing looking like a pier that way. And that's a lifeboat station on that one. So yeah, I think it must have come to a difficult pass. It's like, you know, sell out to a fish and chip shop or lose it entirely and have it demolished. So I'd rather it was a fish and chip shop than gone, but it's a shame. There we go, 7. Oh God, school party. Run away! Cleethorpes station.
Customers are advised that birds roost in this area. Please do not feed the birds and be mindful of where you walk. Thank you for your cooperation.
Do not feed the birds. No, I just popped in to use the bog. Not going to be many hedges to go behind on this day trip, so can always rely on a railway station to have a decent toilet, I find. That one was very decent. 11:09, and it sort of feels like I'm heading out of Cleethorpes. Not a lot going on along here. Can't tell if that place is doing a massive refurb or has just got a lot of contractors staying overnight accommodation. Yeah, passing beyond the basic seafronty bit. Let's find a drink or something. I only bought 1 kilogram of water today because I finished yesterday with a whole 1.5 kilograms. You know, there's only 1 bottle tapped, so I thought I'd save a bit of weight. So I'm anticipating being able to find a fair number of shops and things today. So just making life a little easier. Only they're all closed and shuttered. Oh, I suppose there'll be something. Oh. So yeah, still not seen any acorns. I mean, I'm using my initiative a bit and my general trail craftiness. But I've confirmed with OSM, my OpenStreetMap reader app, that this is the ECP. Just nobody's bothered to put any acorns up anywhere around this bit. That's fine, I'll keep going. Feels like I'm on the right track. There's the Humber. Pretty much everything you see. The sea's over there, but I mean Spurn Head's on the end of there, so all of that is the far shore. It's just a big old river. Yeah. That's the end of Cleethorpes. Guess this is me. Still no signage, but I think I want to aim for the Campanile, which is up there. So a grim industrial section coming up. Let's do it. Colourful along here. I think I'm going the right way. This looks like a footpath. It doesn't seem closed. Guess they don't really want people going through on cars and things. Let's follow it around and see where we end up. No, that was a trap. I double checked my mapping, and it's over this bridge and along the far side of the railway. Lucky. Who knows what would have happened. Probably I'd have just got to the end of a wharf and had to come back again. Grimsby Town FC. Can hear stuff going on in there, maybe it's training or something. A bit early on the Monday for a match. Oh, I think I'm up here, but who knows? Still no signage. Oh, 11:45. Still a big old yomp along there. It's quite far back that way. Fish production. Flat fish. Fresh ocean produce. And there's a regal fish over there. I think Grimsby does a lot of fish. I think I'm probably on Grimsby now. Might be. I'm sort of halfway between Grimsby and Cleethorpes. Probably near Grimsby now. And that oldie looks good because when I did the business in the railway station toilet, it did look very yellow. So I think I need to address my hydration. So we're going to go pop into Aldi. I think since it's here, I think I need to go down where that white car's just turning around now. Anyway, still no signage. Grab a few drinks. Maybe have a sit down for a few minutes. I mean, the weather's going to do what the weather's going to do. I've been feeling spits and spots, but no proper rain yet. So far so good, but it won't last. New Clee. Dinky little station. Yeah. Alright, yeah, let's get in the Aldi there and grab a drink or two. And then keep moving. bit of a stroll through the fish packing district. A lot of smokeries along here too. Good sense of smoked mackerel, which I'm quite partial to, so that wasn't too unpleasant actually. So up here, I think the road bends a bit, and then there's like a little park typey bit, and that's the end of the ECP, which is annoying because I've still got a lot of coastline to do. So yeah, I mean, it's all very well King Charlie saying that the path is officially open, but I don't think he meant this bit. Has he lied to me? Have I been lied to by a king? Is there a name for that? Reggie something or other? Anyway, once I get to the end of here in this little park bit, I'm being left to my own devices, and the rain is starting to start. Got my leggings on, I think probably the that going on in a minute. And then yeah, I think I'm going to have to work out how to get back to the car choosing my own route. Which, to be honest, is probably going to be the return route of the same route I cycled in on, although I can't use all of it because some of that was actually a dual carriage road with no pavement, so a bit dangerous. Quite dangerous on a bicycle, to be honest. Right, yeah, here comes the weather. Speak again soon. So yeah, that little bit of waste ground marks the end of the ECP that I can use. So I'm going to have to... I've worked out, basically I can follow, so pretty much all the way here on the bike I was running along dual use footpath cycleways, and that's about 80% of the remaining distance I can do doing that. There's this one specific dual carriageway with no footpath that lorries use a lot that I just don't want to walk along, but I think I can find a way around that. It'll add about an extra mile maybe onto the overall thing, but that will get killed by an inattentive lorry driver, so... Okay, well that's okay, so it's all manageable, but I mean, there was hail just now, hailstones, I know, I felt persecuted, I felt mean. Okay, that's passed briefly, but I mean, it's going to be on and off all afternoon, so I probably want to not ditch this stuff too much. Going to save the waterproof trousers until I absolutely need them, but basically I need to get around Alexandria Dock, which is just the other side of all that lot, and to do so onto the main road and then just trudge along, I think. So see if I can find a way across, and then once I'm on that dual use cycle path footpath I can go for miles and miles, hours and hours on there. I mean, it's going to be really boring. Aluminium spiky fences, grey sky, grey footpath. Welcome to Grimsby. I had tell that people that Arcane Studios used Grimsby as the inspiration for Dunwall in Dishonored, and I can believe it. I love Dishonored. Right, actually, yeah, this has stopped a bit. Let's try and find a way through this snarl out onto the dual-use super cycleway. It was called. I was very impressed. Yeah, find a way back to that, which I think was. So basically, I just came along that road there where the cars are all zooming up and down. That was me on the bike this morning. So if I can just get to there and backtrack, I don't end up in a commercial shipping yard, which is the main danger today. Quite a lot of those about. All right, let's crack on. That's it. It's 12:15, so feeling good. I mean, the rain was a known factor. It was always going to happen, so just have to head down and trudge. It's gone again. So this is the Alexandria Dock. Whichever. Classic spiky aluminium fence. And this is the start of the cycle path that I followed for about 10 miles this morning. So I'm going to use it to get as far as I can, and then I'm going to have to improvise when it runs out. It might be a bit of dangerous road trudging. I've got little torches I can strap to my bag that will make me show up if I'm walking along the side of the road in the gloom. Got a high-vis vest from when I'm cycling, I can put that back on. We'll see. Yeah, nothing particularly exciting happening today. Just a lot of trudging. Here we go. Cycle superhighway, which does double as a footpath if needed. Yeah, long since I haven't seen any acorns all day. And aren't any now. This is off the ECP. This. Anyway, so that's Grimsby, I suppose. That's quite iconic. I'm sure what it is. I'll have to look it up. Seen a lot of these on lampposts. Saw a lot on this morning on the bike. Basically, pretty much everything off the shoreline is closed for access, pathways, which is annoying. from my perspective, because a lot of this is what I could be using as instead of shoreline paths, but closed because likelihood of risk to public safety due to works taking place adjacent to public rights of way. Okay, so there's a lot of big building and development going on along here, and it's not safe to use the path, so I'm going to just stay on this footpath, which is frankly quite boring, but is getting the job done. Well, it can't make its mind up if it's going to rain or not. I don't mind occasional small scattered showers, if that's what the raindrops mean on the chart. Apparently it's going to get really heavy around 4 to 5. I might be done by then, but we might still be walking, so I don't know. Lots of go-away fencing along the shoreward side here. Cameras and such. Yeah, I might genuinely be following the closest approach to the shore at this point. Closest accessible shore path. This might be the ECP at present. Looks pretty grim. Like I say, it gets the miles done. Just keep putting one foot in front of another. I'm just not looking forward to the bit where it turns into a dual carriageway and the paths disappear. I have to hunt around for local alternatives. I can hear the rumble of the A180 over there somewhere, which is the main road. People tried to send me along that, and that definitely doesn't have a path either. Dangerous. Oh, we'll see how far I can get. Then I might have to do a bit of dangerous road trudging. What am I doing? 1:15. I mean, time-wise, that puts me over halfway, which is surprising. It's the Immingham bit that's the distance today. Grimsby and Cleethorpes, relatively close together, relatively short. But this is just mile after mile of very heavy industry stuff all along the shore. Don't know if they need shore access for boats, maybe, or just local access because everything else is here. And then the A180 over there curves around and goes inland and eventually becomes the M180 and then connects to all the other motorway network of the country, so good logistics. I guess you get enough heavy industry in one place and everyone else starts building it nearby because they need your materials and things. Don't know. Mind you, quite a bit of it's abandoned, if I'm honest. Quite a bit of it doesn't seem to be actually in use. Yeah, let's keep plodding. See where we end up next. That explains a lot. Major sea defence work. I suppose they don't want people wandering around on that. Don't really know. Just have to keep trudging along here then. Wow, they look pretty sci-fi. Don't know what they do. Y-shaped thing, 2 chambers underneath, single shared funnel, quite wide. Whatever it does, produces a lot of gas. A bit of exhaust. Maybe there's a sign somewhere. So yeah, I think we're still somewhere between Grimsby and Immingham. Immingham proper's up ahead, I think. Still got this cycle path, which is good. I don't know if it continues. Oh yeah, no, I think it just switches to the other side and carries on. Oh, that's good. I'll take that. The longer I get this, the better. Because at some point it will just give up and I'll have to start walking in traffic, I think. Shan't be fun. Yeah. Oh, look, you can even see the seawall from here, but no, not allowed. Big super injunction over a lot of this area as well. I think they may have trouble with travellers. But a lot of these lots are empty. Some of them only further that way. So people just break in and camp there. I wouldn't know anything about that. Oh. Right. So just keep trudging really and make my way as best I can onward. So it's 1:45 now, so I've got like 2¼ hours left. So it's about, I don't know, 5 miles or so. So doing well, but I think it might be a very difficult last 5 miles. We'll see. I have to check on the maps. Looks like my cycle route runs out, but at least there's a pavement still. That'll do me. Oh, a footpath too. Too much to hope there's an acorn on any of this. See, I don't know if that helps going up there. Probably not. It's about 7 miles away from the car by the Google measure. Oh, right, okay. Just take this. Keep moving. Just like landscape of industrial architecture. Just big factories with occasional fields in between them. Not enjoying it really as much as some of the other places I've been, but it needs doing. Oh, God. This has been unpleasant. No footpath at all for the last mile or so. Quite a few bends. And every sort of 10 minutes, like 5 Kias come through there, barreling down there with shrink wrap on the bonnets and red number plates, and blokes in high vis driving them. Obviously come off of some ferry and off to some storage place. A lot of car transport was up and down as well. Cars. Vehicle import, I think, is probably the main thing that goes on around here. And that's the main gate to Port of Immingham, which is huge, and I'm going to have to go around basically. I've reached Immingham, so I suppose that's something. 20 to 3. Looking like a 5 o'clock finish given the stomping and such. And I might get heavily rained on. Although it's suddenly gone very sunny, so I don't know what's happening. I'm just being very adaptable at the moment. Anyway, no pavement on this bit, but at least there's a hard shoulder I can use, verge that's not too badly overgrown. As long as I can dive into a hedge when something big comes, I'm generally okay, but it's not ideal really. They're not really set up for foot traffic. Alright, let's keep moving. Well, so far so path. 3 o'clock at Immingham proper. Probably about 4 miles to go now, so probably 4:30 to 5 finish, but I think that's on its way on the horizon, so I'll need to gear up for that when it arrives. But yeah, so this is Immingham, the actual town, village, whatever. They stop for a lemonade or something. They just get a drink in the shop. But I really need to keep moving. And I still haven't decided what I'm going to do about the terrible dual carriageway. I might try it anyway. I mean, it's not technically illegal to walk on the dual carriageway, unless there's the white symbol with the red edging and the picture of the man on that specifically prohibits walking on the dual carriageway. If I don't see one of those, I'm probably okay. I mean, whether it's a good idea or not, it's another matter. But I've been looking around on the maps, and I think there is a sort of alternate route, but it goes way inland, comes back towards the car from completely the other direction, and that's going to add another 3 or 4 miles on, I think, if I do that. And another 2 hours or so in heavy rain. So I don't know, I'm kind of thinking the dual carriageway might be worth a try. It depends. I'll have to have a look at the verge, see if it's walkable. It's not there yet, so still going. Probably a bad idea, but I'm racing the weather a bit, so it doesn't actually look that busy, to be honest. Be able to jump in the hard shoulder each time something comes. I dig me high vis out though. Well, wish me luck. Next 20 minutes is going to be exciting. Interesting, there was a footpath here at one point, but I suspect it might be a bit overgrown. Still, I can try and find and use it where I can. That'd be good. Busy. Bloody Immingham. So I'll not be giving it a glowing review. No, this is good. Didn't see it from the bike this morning, but people have come this way before. There is a trail here that isn't actually on the carriageway, so I think I'll be alright. Hooray! Oh, God, I live. Footpath starts again. My little game trail ran out halfway along, so I was back to throwing myself in a hedge whenever a car came. Right, so if you follow this round under the bridge and then take a left, and then it's a big long tramp back to the car. We've got 2 miles left now, maybe, if that. I'll measure in a minute. Immingham, would not recommend. It might have been within my rights to just skip this one entirely. Actually, we'll go that side. See what there is and where footpaths really. I just need to deal with this one, which doesn't look like it has a pavement all the way up. And then there's another turn at the end, and I think we're there. Sort of see in the distance the ship at the Ro port, which is where I parked opposite. So yeah, I think the most dangerous bit's done, certainly. Might keep high vis on though. I think that's, I think I'm not going to get rained on today. I'm getting wind from that direction, and I think that lot's all swerved south of me and has fallen on Grimsby, which might have been the heavy I was expecting. I don't know. I got me waterproofs ready if I need them anyway. But yes, I need to, let's use that footpath for a little bit, and then we need to be, basically if there's no footpath and you're walking on the road, you need to be facing the oncoming traffic, so you've got time to react and do something about it. So being over here is where I want to be. Footpath lasts a little way, and then I'm going to have to just wing it a bit more. This one doesn't seem nearly as busy as the dual carriageway though, so I think most of the stuff went off up that way to the A180, the M180 as it becomes. Burning something plasticky in there. Oil refinery, I think. Yeah. Alright, let's just keep trudging. Nearly there, nearly done. 40 minutes or so probably. Well, it's the time anyway. Yeah, it's 4 o'clock on the dot more or less, so 3 minutes to 4, and I'm about 40 minutes away. So yeah, it turned out to be 5 o'clock, not 4, but that's okay. Still much better than yesterday, which was like 20 to 8. I feel like I've got it together a bit more today, Okay, super busy along here. I think everyone knocks off at 4 around here because they're all just coming out of all these side turns and then sort of chucking me in the hedge. Anyway, I'm just doing a quiet bit before I have to step off the road again. I'll get there. It's a bit slow going though. Wouldn't really recommend it. Might have staged this differently next time and go big inland detour on footpaths and stuff. None of the footpaths around here are allowed or open or anything. It's annoying. There's nothing across there I can use. It's all private. Some big black thing in the road that everyone keeps swerving around. It's dangerous. Might grab it and pull it off the road as I go past. Might sit down for a moment, have a swig, get some water. I think I'm alright. I think I'm okay with the weather now. I think it's gone over. We're past to the south of me, so I think I'm probably good for the rest of the day. A few splatters perhaps, and I've only got about half an hour's more marching now anyway, 20 minutes. And basically this side of those boats, it's like a link road that runs down the end, so yeah, it was a big mud guard the size of a tower shield. This is plastic, quite lightweight. I just grabbed it, hurled it in the hedge. Not bringing it with me to put in a bin, that's a bit excessive. But you even got a thumbs up from an oncoming lorry driver, so I'm doing my part. I think the high vis, they probably thought I was road clearance or something. Anyway, so I'll just perch here for a moment, have a swig of water or two, and then keep going. It's quite slow going because I have to keep ducking off the road, and it's surprisingly busy along here actually, it turns out. Not far to go now though. It's a deceptive piece of pavement just on this junction, and then it stops again, so business as usual. Oh, good. I'm really not worried about the weather now. It seems to have gone past to the south. I got some impromptu off-road truck parking I can use for shelter here. It's good. Keeps the mileage going, ticking along. More cars. I think this is BMWs and Minis in here. Last old facility. I can see about 5 or 6 car transporters loading over there. There's mostly Volvos back at Grimsby. That's largely what Immingham seems to do, is import cars. Electric fence there, they're not messing around. Serious business. I wonder if I can charge my phone from it. Alright, let's keep moving. So yeah, turned on to Haven Lane now, Haven Road, where my car is. It's around the corner and along a bit. I mean, it's quite a long bit, but we're on the final stretch now, final road. And look, there's even this to walk on, which is nice. Able to get some serious, well, I say mileage, inertia at least. have to keep ducking in a hedge every 5 minutes. Right, yeah. So yeah, some way round there. I don't know which of those buildings I parked near. It's quite far down. I hope it's still there. There you are. Found you. Your turn to hide. Nope, hang on. There's a lorry to get out of the way. Well, I go in to get out of the way of the lorry, probably. This is all for getting on those boats, I think, over there. Or one of them. Check in, pay your fees and whatever. I'm not sure it's a single company. I think it's like a roll-on, roll-off ferry, you know, passenger ferry, but for lorries. I'm not sure you can take a car on those. Well, I don't know, Google bloody street maps showed cars all parked up the entire left side of this road, so, well, right side from this angle. That's why I thought it'd be a good place to drop it, but you see 2 cars right at the very far end there, red one. Still, I thought, I know, I'll put it in the gap where the concrete block's just the other side, because no one will want to get in or out of there, but it's off the road and looks like nobody's totaled my car, you know. No lorries come swinging around and taking the wing mirror off or anything. So that's good. Okay. Oh, I probably ought to wrap up then. Time to go and rescue my bike from whatever might be befalling it. Keys. Where are you, keys? It's that sort of that panic set of questions I work through every time I get back to the car. Keys. No, that's the room key. Well, that's good. I've still got that anyway. Here we go. Beep. Right. Well, that's me. Yeah, day of contrast. I mean, Cleethorpes was nice. Yeah, this was always going to be a hard day because I've basically had to get around Immingham. I'm still not through it. Look, this is the far north-western extent of Immingham. But down the end of there, just about where those cars are parked at the very end, there's like a fingerboard that I seen this morning which points off to the sort of diagonal left, which cuts out through a couple of these jaggedy aluminium fences and then takes me off up onto the coast again, the other side of all this nonsense. We'll be back in business. I don't know if OpenStreetMap doesn't say it's the ECP, but the ECP website says it's the ECP, but whatever. There is a footpath there I can take, which will get me to the Humber Bridge, which is tomorrow. It's exciting. I mean, the weather tomorrow is going to be terrible, but then the weather this afternoon is supposed to be terrible, and I didn't get hit by it too badly, so who knows, I'll have to check all that. But whether or not, I've got to get on and do the Humber Bridge next. Anyway, so I'm going to go and rescue my bike and then go back to digs, and we'll see you again tomorrow. Ta-da!